Dakota, you talked yesterday about basketball and maybe not being as fun for you guys lately. I'd imagine that was pretty fun, huh?
Yeah, basketball's pretty fun today, especially when you win. Yeah, that was something we were searching for the last couple games, couple weeks. I think you could tell at Wisconsin, we were very lackadaisical, weren't enjoying ourselves, weren't playing with energy, and that's not who Purdue is, and that's who none of our on the team are. So today I think for 40 minutes everybody stepped up. Grady and Ojel were huge off the bench. Ryan made big time shots. So that's how we got to play all the time.
Obviously, they kept cutting it back to one multiple times there down the stretch. Just for Carsen, how did you guys kind of persevere through that tonight when the last couple games maybe you hadn't?
We just focused on getting stops and just getting good shots down the end. Down the stretch of the game. And, just coming down and executing the plays. And Isaac made some big plays down this, and Dakota and Ryan both hit big shots. So just getting stops and executing on offense.
Ryan, what was it like for you to be out there and play 21 minutes tonight? Feel like you got maybe in a little bit of rhythm?
Yeah, obviously within the last couple games I haven't been playing that much time, but just kind of getting out there and getting a chance at the end of the game to be able to hit those big shots for my team was very motivating.
Dakota, this is a team you guys aren't used to losing. You lose 3 in a row, then you lose Vince Edwards on top of that. Where are you guys at mentally when you find out that you're going to be, in addition to all the things you've already gone through, now be without Vince?
Next man up. That's the football mentality. That's what we got to have. Grady Eifert started and played huge minutes for us and battled. That's what you got to have. That's what championship teams have. The next guy steps up and plays. Yeah, it sucks. Vince couldn't play, but you can't dwell on that. You got to fight through it, and I think that's what we did tonight. Even they're a good team. They kept punching back on us, and we stayed with it, made shots, made plays down the stretch. Didn't give it as many rebounds as we should have. That's one of the faults on our part. So, like I said, it was a great team effort and team win.
For Carsen, does it say a little bit more about you guys as a team to win this game without Vince too? Just on top of the adversity you had to deal with.
Yeah, you can say that, but also it just says a lot about the guys that stepped up tonight and just being ready, taking advantage of the opportunity. So it says a lot for us as a team, but also as those players like Grady, Jell, Ryan, and Matt, making big plays down the stretch.
Carsen, you've averaged close to 23 points a game in the last 4. What's working for you right now?
It's not really working much. We've lost 3 in a row. Regardless of points, I prefer to win, but just making some shots, it's taking what the defense gives me, but I prefer to take a win.
Carsen, you were able to, you missed a couple early shots from the outside, but you focused driving into the lane and then sort of culminated with that dunk in the second half. Just what was your mentality when you realized you were able to break through and get to the rim a couple times tonight?
That's how any basketball player, I believe, would think. If the shot's outside and doesn't fall, and try to get closer to the rim, get some mid-range or even layups, get fouled, and get to the free throw line. So that was really just my goal, just trying to get to the basket, maybe get some fouls and knock down some free throws, and just able to get to the lane off the screens and turn downs and things like that.
Dakota and Carsen, if you guys could just both speak to the importance of Ryan's shots, especially tonight.
Oh, it's huge. That's what we've been telling him the last couple of weeks. He's very capable of that. He puts a lot of time in to his shot. He's a great shooter, a great player, and his time is going to come. And you always got to stay ready. It showed tonight. He's hit those shots before, and in big time games to help us win, and that's what he does.
Yeah, just to say the same thing. He hit big shots like this last year against Penn State. So this isn't. Even throughout the year, he can make shots like that. So he just stays ready and just take advantage of his opportunity.
Carsen, besides Vince's points and rebounds, how did you guys miss him tonight? What are you missing when he's not out there, when he's not able to play?
I would say leadership, and I feel like they would agree. Just from the bench though, he was leading, and just things like that. Size, defense as well. But we were able to play well and try to get it without him.
How was he leading from the bench?
Just talking to us, just from what he sees on the bench, just what he believes we should do, and things like that.
Carsen, I'm just curious, what you were thinking about when you stepped to the free throw line there, right at the end of the game.
Just make my free throws.
Dakota, I think you guys swung the score by 20 between the last minute of the first half and then the first couple minutes of the second. What changed in that obviously Carson made a couple shots in the first, but what got you off to such a good start in the second?
It was just that sense of urgency. I mean, we lost 3 games in a row. We're at home, one of the greatest environments in college basketball. So we didn't want to disappoint again. And they're a good team, and we knew we had to come out hot and not give them much life right at the beginning. So that's always a big thing for us. First 5 minutes of the second half, especially when we're losing at halftime. So just to come out and hit first.
Is there anything else?
Ryan, they just talked about, kind of staying ready. Just how have you been able to kind of do that the last, especially couple weeks when you haven't been out there all that much?
I think it's more of a mental thing. I mean, for me, like obviously not playing a lot of minutes is tough, but I mean, really all I care about is at the end of the day that Purdue gets a win, and I've just kind of grown to accept that. But just being able to come in and once again have these pivotal minutes tonight was big for me, for my confidence.
Carsen, how important was it to sort of flip things defensively tonight? I mean, they're the team that usually creates a lot of turnovers tonight. You guys created 15. You had twice as many steals as they did almost, and that's kind of what they're known for. How did you guys do that tonight?
I mean, we just try to get the loose balls. That's what they stress to us. I mean, being active on defense with our hands, but also just being first to the loose balls, things like that.
Thank you, guys.